Hi, this is Lola Singer of Light Language Arts. Hi, everybody. Today's a full moon, and I wanted to get back into using the energy of the full moon to help myself move forward. Full moons are a time for releasing energy, so I set an intention of what I wanted to release, and I wanted to release thoughts that are getting in my way. And so I just wanted to show you real quickly that there are a lot of things you can use to help you set up a quick little altar, things that may already be in your home that you can combine to create an altar. It doesn't have to be very fancy to help you visualize your intention. Okay, because visualizing the intention helps not only with the looking at it consciously and stating what your intention is, it also helps you at a subconscious level just by the frequency of color and shapes. So the first thing I did is I look for a scarf to put over the altar. I'm just going to do a quick one on my chair, and I just pulled a black scarf. Okay, you can use a tablecloth too if you're using a table. I'm just going to do a quick one here on the side of where I'm working, and my intention is to rid myself of interfering thoughts. And I'm using the Thoth deck, which is my favorite deck. And you can see there is a card for mental interference. It represents two straight swords. That represents the conscious and the unconscious working in tandem. Perfect harmony. However, see how there's some swords that are shorter and jagged and different sizes that are interfering with the flow of those two straight swords? That's the mental interference. And full moons are a time for releasing, so I want to release mental interference. So if you have a tarot deck, even if it's not this one, now that you know the Eight of Swords is the card that corresponds to mental interference, you could pull it and use it for your focus. Now, what I love about the Thoth deck is it gives you a lot of imagery, and you can see there's a lot of purple in there. So what you might want to do is say, hey, I want to match some of the imagery in this card. Let me pull something that's purple or something that's silver. So if you had like an amethyst at home, you could pull an amethyst and add it to your altar. Or if you had a nice piece of something pewter or silver, you could just put that on the altar too. Once again, it's just the color, that's representing this card. It helps with the subconscious. So I also want to recommend using the term tarot correspondences. You can actually Google that, and you're going to find that with your tarot card, there's certain colors and fragrances and stones that go with that card. Now, I also happen to have a book that I've had for a couple years, Tarot Talismans, that helps with, it's got lists of correspondences on it too. And when I looked at the correspondences, I already knew that, for example, that interference card is Jupiter and Gemini. So this tells me what colors are associated with Jupiter, what colors are associated with Gemini. Neat, huh? It also tells me fragrances that would be associated with those that planet and that zodiac sign too. So one of the colors for Gemini is orange, and I happen to have this. It's just a coaster. It's a coaster. See, it's something in your home. You could even use a piece of paper, a piece of orange construction paper. But I'm going to add orange to my altar so that I got that Gemini energy. I just got this from my friend Mosey May Huggins. It is a selenite hexagram. I like selenite because selenite's for purifying, and I'm releasing things. So I've got my purification stone, and guess what? My coaster fit really lovely on there. So now I've got a little pedestal with the orange and then the clearing of the qualities of the selenite. I'm just going to take my interference card and place it right on top. So it will look like this. See? So I'm getting the energy and the colors of the card and the energy of that orange for Gemini. Okay. Another correspondence I discovered when I looked in the book was that sky blue is associated with Gemini. So I happen to have some sky blue candles too. So I'm going to put these, flank them around the card. And this color is going to remind me of the Gemini energy as well. Now, another thing you can do to focus is you can I usually take a pencil and you can write your intention on the candle. So I am releasing mental interference. I am releasing mental interference. I'm releasing mental interference. I'm releasing mental interference. And then you can, so once again, this is focus. The more you focus on things, the more it gets into the brain, both sides of the brain here. When I looked at the correspondences, the incense that went with Gemini was wormwood. I don't have wormwood. However, I have a little vial of oil that my friend Michelle Maller made for breathing when we had fires here in the local area and there was a lot of smoke. So Gemini is a sign of air. So I thought, well, I'll rub this oil on my candle after I've written the intentions in there. And that gets my energy all over the candle, right? But it is also associated with purifying the air, purifying Gemini. So do you see the method in my madness here? Look for anything in your house that happens to be the right colors, anything that would remind you of the element that you're working with in the card. The other thing that I recommended doing is writing your intention on a piece of paper. Some people do it 100 times or they have a set number of times. But once again, while you're writing, you've got that focus going on. So it's getting into the brain. And then in my book, there was a sigil for the planet Jupiter. I did kind of a sloppy job. It's not very even, but that you can draw a sigil as well, and that will, when you see this out of the corner of your eye, will help you to tune into that Jupiter energy that's in the interference card. So actually that could be really good, because if you're really focused and you're using a compass and you're using a ruler and you're really, really paying attention to getting perfect, once again, the more you focus, the more that intention gets ingrained in you. So there you go. That is all I am going to do. Simple. Now you could do just one of those things. So let's say you don't have a tarot card at home, but you've got something orange, and you've got something sky blue. And maybe it could be anything. It doesn't have to be a candle. Maybe you've got a plush toy that's sky blue. Pull it out. Maybe you've got a necklace with orange in it. Pull it out. Once again, this is not designed to do a very elaborate ritual. However, what I love about setting up something like this is that your subconscious gets involved in the process. So while I'm working today, I'm going to have this image on my side of my desk here, and it's going to show me, oh yeah, when I see it out of the corner, oh yeah, there's the, okay. And once again, I hope this makes sense. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be complicated. Use a towel if you don't have a scarf or a tablecloth. Find, like I said, pieces of paper. You can cut out colors, even if it's from a magazine. If you find a color, the right color, you could cut out a square or a circle. But trick that mind. Use your ability to trick that mind into really focusing on this intention so it works for you. And I want to wish you a really successful full moon energy. I know full moons can be tough, but please use it to your advantage. And I hope this has been a video that will be helpful for at least a few people. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.